Hello, friends. My name is Adrian, and I'm joined by
Jerry.
And this week, we are going to be listening to the FIFA 15 soundtrack. Something a little bit different. We've done the Minecraft soundtrack. I figured, the World Cup is around the corner. I'm a soccer fan.
I've watched soccer games with my dad before because he's from Holland and loved watching soccer. So I'll watch it. I will watch it with interested parties, but I seldom find myself putting sports on to watch when I'm alone.
And that is fair. The soundtrack is very long, so we're probably going to break it up into parts. We're going to do 10 tracks at a time. So it's a bunch of different artists, basically like a playlist. I would say that like the FIFA games have really incredible songs for the game that I think a lot of people, myself included, are nostalgic for. Some of them I wouldn't necessarily listen to outside of that nostalgia factor, but lots of memories playing the game. I played that game a lot. I first played it on my phone. There's a mobile version. And then when we finally were allowed to get a console growing up, I played it so much on the Xbox 360. Probably spent too much money when I was a kid on FIFA points to get better players. I think about that sometimes. Well, we'll start. As always, the full version is on our Patreon, along with other things. So this is actually a tune by Avicii. This is probably like the only Avicii song I know super, super well because of the game. But this is the first track, which is The Nights by Avicii.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
It kind of has the stomp clap like energy.
It's kind of an ironic what we were just talking about before the track came on.
Do you know this one?
I've heard it before. It feels very video game core.
Yeah, it does.
But this also has a country palette too, like an electric country.
Yeah, it does. These vocals too. And the group like Ho Hays or whatever.
Yeah. Also kind of feels like praise and worship music too.
It does. That's a good show.
Getting church vibes. It's probably the my father told me part. I could just see a youth pastor really getting into this song.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that song is one of the ones on the soundtrack that I probably wouldn't listen to besides the nostalgia factor. That just makes me think of like the game sounds, like the menu sounds and like scrolling through like the game and stuff. But like as a song, what you said is so, it has like that country twang, does kind of feel like CCM, like it could be like a church song, millennial youth pastor energy a little bit.
Yeah, totally. And it's those songs generally have such a low bar because there's already a willing, hungry audience. So production doesn't usually end up being awesome.
It's a hit. It's like catchy, but I think for me, it's more of a nostalgia song than one that I'm like, oh, this is such an amazing tune, I digress. We can move on to the second track here, which is Push featuring Andrew Wyatt by A-Track.
That bubbly synth on the top end, pretty fun.
You're mad at me. I'm tired.
a dancey start to the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really well produced. Like it's catchy. These chords are catchy.
Yep.
But
It's high energy. The synth line at the top, the bubbly one, I wouldn't call it an ARP necessarily. I don't know if it is. It's more like just linear, but it's really, it worked perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
It drew you to the upper end.
for sure.
The vocals remind me a little bit of both Stewie and that old man from Family Guy.
I forget that old guy's name, but yeah.
Chris! The eye treatment on the cover is really freaky. Like I'm locked into that.
Similar situation. It's more of that song is like, it's cool if it comes on. It's nostalgia, but it's not something I'm gonna listen to all the time. But it's also funny because I don't sometimes like I bet you like I'm not gonna remember them based on the title, but when I hear them I'm like, oh shit, I know this one, and like you could know the lyrics. It's kind of crazy how that works. Like it's like a song you knew so well back in the day, that shit just sticks with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like in your brain. There's like grooves in your brain for that song.
When we do those albums that are like nostalgic to the 80s, like Blood Orange, I can picture myself at grade 3, grade 4, hearing the same kind of sounds and right back. Like I can picture sitting on the couch when I was a little child. Like the neural network around music for some people just, it's so strong.
Yeah, it's crazy how it can just take you right back to like, I love that about it though, because it's like if you ever want to like, if you're ever feeling nostalgic and you ever want to like revisit an era in your life, you can just listen to the music that you listened to back then. It takes you like right there.
Yep.
You know, it's so cool.
And if you smell something from that time period, like you grab out the cologne that you were wearing at that time, you're right there.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is for like, you know, this soundtrack or like Minecraft, for example. Let's face it, a lot of kids spend a lot of time playing video games. And I think I was on the milder side, but a lot of kids do spend a lot more. And it's like that stuff is going to be ingrained in their brain like till the deathbed probably, you know. It's kind of crazy. Move on to the third one, and this one is Utopia by Bang Ladex.
This feels like a soccer game instantly.
Yeah, I like the flavor of these songs for the soundtrack more.
Such a dry drum beat.
Yeah.
Utopia, here what I tell.
That's some crazy synth work.
Yeah. I think it's like mimicking some instrument though. Like I forget what it's called. It's like
This reminds me of something. Late 90s, early 2000s. Dance club.
I mean, one thing I always appreciated about their soundtracks was just they have a lot of variety and a lot of songs from like different parts of the world. So it does kind of expose you to listening to music from other parts of the world where like, you know, for example, like the NHL soundtrack, you really only get pop rock songs basically, right? Or like whatever other, like NFL or Madden or whatever it is. FIFA, it's a soccer game, football game. So it's like a global sport. So you do get, you know, they're going to have songs from different regions of the world, which is cool. And it does expose a lot of people who probably wouldn't hear it otherwise to that, you know, which is kind of a nice thing that I kind of always appreciated because, you know, there's a couple songs that I added that are from like, you know, Brazil or wherever, right? You know.
And the cover gives that it would be all played with an animal horn, but obviously the sounds were too complex for that.
We are on to the fourth one, which is L.A.F. or L.A.F. by Broods.
And the cover are cubist renditions of wolves. That's really cool. I love cubism. So what cubism was the, you know, Einstein in 1902 comes up with the theory of general relativity and special relativity. And general relativity, energy and matter are the same thing, but then reality is only key to the observer. So then cubism is the artistic form of that, the idea that every observer has a slightly different reality. So then you take 30 different perspectives from different observers of one object and then mash them together. And that's why all those cubist forms are so unreal looking and so angular. It's because those are all different perspectives. Because now in relativity, perspective is everything. So like if you paint a painting, you're looking at it from here, but cubism would be looking at it from 30 different points in time.
Kissing in the hallway. Turn off all the lights. Fragments of a lost love. Dissolve into the night.
That sounds like Lord a little bit.
And I'll never get this feeling out of my head.
Lord and a little bit of,
Wanna be the one you
we just covered her. Oh man.
Oh, I know this one. I was like not sure for a second. Wet Leg.
More Lord though than Wet Leg.
Yeah, because of production, I think.
I just love the synth. It really grounds the whole song.
Yeah.
I really like the song.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite so far.
Hundo P. It's a sweet song.
A nice little slice of some synth pop.
It's catchy, and the lyrics are like, "I got you. Just come on into my limbs. I got you."
Mm-hmm.
And then you're getting that vibe from the wolf, one wolf, and kind of almost nuzzling the other wolf on the cover.
Yeah, that was one of the ones where like it first started, I'm like, it sounds vaguely familiar, but then when the chorus hits, you're like, oh, I know this. Actually, at the time this game was released, there was this soccer player who I really loved growing up. His name was he's a Swedish guy, Ibrahimovic. I was playing soccer at the time, and I was a striker, and I'm a taller guy. And I really loved his hairstyle, and he had a man bun. So I had that was the time I had a man bun.
Good for you. Do you have pictures? I want to see.
I would have to dig back to like 2015 or 2016. So
I'd like to see that posted on Patreon.
yeah, maybe that could be a Patreon exclusive. Me with a man bun. It's a crazy look. That's also what I think of when I hear these songs. I'm like, man, I really wore like soccer jerseys and I had a man bun for a solid like 2-year period. Anyways,
Very few can pull that off.
I didn't pull it off. Well, we're on to the fifth one, which is a track by Catfish and the Bottlemen, Cocoon.
Whoa, that cover is really giving affection. Hopefully consensual. Looks like it.
I fall straight into your arms like a drunk who's been on it all morning, and the sun's up and my head's fucked, and immediately
This was on the FIFA soundtrack.
Yeah. I think there's the clean version though.
Okay.
Yeah.
when you do that, gotta love it when you do that.
Feels like these guys were inspired by Oasis.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're British.
Baby, you'd stay and try and outdrink me. Your friends all hate it, but fuck it if they talk. Fuck it if they try and get to us, 'cause I'd rather go blind than let you down.
Beautiful production on this.
Yeah.
The vocals are just so smooth.
This one was like always one of my favorites in the game. Like I added this to my phone, you know?
And you're frozen, and you got that visible breathing. You're dependent on me again. I remember when we swapped names, and I thought maybe you'd stay and try and outdrink me.
Just this part's Oasis-y, but the other part was not.
Yeah.
The chorus is like running bass, running wild. I like how the bridge just raspy, full pull.
Yeah, he goes for it. It's nice.
What a memorable ending. We swapped names, stayed up all night, trying to outdrink me. Your friends all hated it. The song ends. Like, that's pretty tough.
I also love how the syllables hit on the word on hated it, because he kind of has this, like, delivery is kind of just like satisfying because it's just kind of like punchy with the syllables at the end. Yeah, that one was like always one of my favorites from the soundtrack, and I figured that would be you would enjoy that one.
He knows me. Yeah.
When you said Oasis, like, you're right, like certain points it did ring true.
Yeah, just when oh come on, Liam and Noel. When Noel would just do his crazy vocals, you know, kind of with his like attitude. There was that part in the verses, but then the chorus was just like, I don't know if that matched. It felt a little bit bigger.
I think a lot of reasons why people love the soundtrack is from the games, at least like that. I don't know if I want to call it golden era, but like FIFA 13 to like FIFA 17. You have tons of variety because, like, you know, the first two tracks on the soundtrack are like kind of these like house dance kind of tunes. And then you have this, you know, and then we had the Utopia one, which is like, you know, kind of had like some East Asian flavor, you know, so it's like tons of variety. I also realized I'm probably going to get some questions in the comments because I have all these match programs up. We're in Canada, so we're not actually in the UK because these are all British teams. I actually went to the UK and I'm a City fan. I know it's a little controversial for some, and I went to I forgot. I think it was maybe like the football museum or something, and they had a bunch of these match programs. Some of these are old. Like this one's from, I don't even know. This one looks like
80s.
Yeah,
That's like 84 or something.
1986. And I'm a City fan. I have a City one.
Charlton.
Yeah. And then Brighton Hove Albion. All Prem teams once were Prem teams, and
This one here is 72. Wrexham versus Albion.
yeah, Wrexham's the team that Ryan Reynolds owns now.
Oh, with the guys from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Charlie
Rob-
Day. Oh, Rob McElhenney.
Yeah. Well, we can move on to the sixth one that I have here, and this is "Ah La La" by Chalk Quib Town.
Is this Portuguese?
No, I think it's Spanish.
Oh.
I forgot about this one too. It's groovy.
The percussion's kind of marching band.
It's like it sounds like that. Some of the music that you'd hear at like Carnival in Brazil, you know. The trumpet too. This is such a great tune.
Yeah. Perfect for sports.
Yeah, totally.
It really doesn't leave that top level energy at all.
No,
Except
yeah.
right now, of course.
I forgot about that one. Really, really like that. It might be one of my favorites so far. A new appreciation for it. That trumpet line was a lot of fun. And the drumming. Like the marching band thing was a good call.
I don't really have that much to say. It kind of repeated itself over and over again.
That's true. But I was gonna say, I think I mentioned before, maybe when we've talked before, like there was this piece from a book that I read, Roland Barthes. I think it was called The World of Wrestling, and how people love wrestling and events adjacent to wrestling because there's like clear narratives in the form of like a wrestling ring. Like there's like an underdog, if there's like a smaller wrestler, or there's like a big guy who fills like this role of being like the big Goliath type figure, right? And that's why people love these sorts of things, because they have like a clear narrative that you can't really exercise in your own personal life. So you go to these sports events to watch it take place in that way, right? And it could be applied to whatever. It's like in hockey, the only place where it's acceptable for two grown men to punch each other with no consequence legally is a hockey rink, and people watch cheering on because they feel like they're almost maybe like living vicariously through these players, or they're exercising their aggression if their team wins or whatever. And that can be applied to soccer or whatever sports, because all these sports have narratives. You're admittedly not a huge sports guy, so what are your thoughts on that sort of thing?
Yeah, I think I was a big sports fan when I was younger, like playing it, soccer, hockey, baseball, all that stuff, basketball. But then watching kids play, my brother-in-law, watching him play when he was 12, 13, playing hockey, and just having parents scream at him if he missed it. And I was just like, whoa, it's too serious. Like, it's too much. And also, like, you do at hockey games pick up that crowd narrative stuff. So I'll be sitting beside people from a different team and we're just swearing at each other over a puck going through a net. I'm like, it's fun. I like the sportsmanship. I like the finesse, but just like the gladiator style stuff going on. Yeah. Just
what do you mean?
The crowd, like they were very needy. They wanted to be like, yeah, we're the... Okay, the team you cheer for won. That's it. Like, it's not that deep.
I do think that all sports have some toxic culture to some extent, but I do think hockey is like a unique one at the same time. That's part of the reason why I left hockey, was because of that sort of toxic culture, even like within the team and the parents. I mean, that can happen in any sport where parents kind of are living vicariously through their kid. Sports, in a way, does fill the gap for a lot of people as like as a religion. It gives you something to believe in, something you watch once a week, whatever.
You're onto something with comparison to religion, because the simple good bad narratives, or one side versus the other side narratives, and you can kind of suss out what's real and what's not real. Like, life is so complicated and weird and nuanced, right? It's just nice to be like, yeah, those guys are good and those guys are not good.
Yeah.
And I feel this way, and that's the truth. So are we talking people out of enjoying this show right now, possibly? Oh, I'm a soccer fan. I'm going to tune in and watch these guys.
It could be. We're on to the 7th one here, and this is a track from a Canadian band, actually. So shout out Canada. Do you know this band?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a track from Death from Above 1979, Crystal Ball.
Good job, eh? It's a very strange guitar tone.
Kind of the most hardcore one we've had so far, you know? It's fun, though.
Mm-hmm. This reminds me a little bit of Platinum Blonde, another Canadian band from the early 80s. They're part of a weird Toronto scene of 80s rock. Not like too much, but a little bit.
Aren't these guys from Toronto, too? Pretty sure.
Guitar tone, really cool. kind of dark, kind of moody. The bass was very simple, but it filled in the gaps of the guitar line when it would take breaks. You'd get this down, down, down. It was cool. The lyrics of the song, it's really hard to sound tough, which is what these guys do, and then sing about being left behind and not being able to tell the future and not knowing what's going on in the relationship. And then also like the way it ended, right? It's hard to believe that everyone's calling on you on the weekend, which is basically meaning you're getting left out in the cold and you're not getting enough attention. So the music's really tough and edgy and well done, in my opinion. You could speak to that probably better. But the narrative is kind of like super needy.
Because, yeah, it's just very confessional and be like, yeah, I'm kind of left out.
You can't be tough and say that. But you can. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of a night and day with the instrumentation for sure.
I hope it's on purpose. It's probably on purpose, but it's really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Because the whole time I'm like, yeah, these guys are kind of tough, but they have elephant noses and they're sad.
We are on to the 8th one, which is a song by L.A.F, All or Nothing.
I love that cover.
Yeah? Yeah, it's kind of fun.
See me sadness when me laugh, when me quiet in me word. Feel me loving when me bitch, pull me switch, track me over. Know me out when me suck, know me scared when me talk tough. Go cut them cuts, cut them cuts up your sleeve. All is useless if not real. Feel it on the stress and give your whole emotion on a deal. Explosive explosion, oh bye bye, say bye bye. Expose your emotion, oh bye bye, me say bye bye. All or nothing, everything or nah. Gray zone is
Oh, Diplo's on this too.
This
is crazy.
Reach the bottom of the sky, man. Nothing's gonna happen if you're waiting. We are lonely, at least we share that. In loneliness, you gotta make it, gotta unite. Come a little closer and you hear it. My inner wish is blasting through the feeling. All of them buzz up your head, words are enough to say.
She does have a very compelling delivery, though. I really like this chorus.
We Vikings rule like elephant. Step in, take everything relevant. Don't care if you're benevolent or you're malevolent. Well, it is clear and evident. We roll in like the president. Lock down the whole district, then seal every resident. And give them the mark with the axis sharp. Make sure that thing is permanent. Have to get what I have to get.
I just love the attitude that she has on this cover. Like it's tough. It's not vulnerable at all, but kind of could be. I love it.
I think the contrast in that song really works with like the verses having a more aggressive, not abrasive, but like aggressive, intense delivery, and then the really smooth and silky chorus with just really great drum groove underneath it. Yeah, it's just like a nice, because even the feature, like the third verse with the guest rapper, his verse also has that kind of energy where it's like, super intense and upbeat.
The chorus is almost like you're floating. It's the same kind of delivery, but it's just floating a bit more. And then the other one, you're running.
Yeah.
No float.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, we're on to the 9th one. Oh, this is another song by L.A.F.
Wow.
But this one's featuring Doja Cat.
Oh, I think she was like one of my number ones on Spotify, even though I have nothing of her on my Spotify. Got church bells.
Come on now, fill it up. Being empty for some time, come on, fill me up. Crack me up and rub a boot, now let it out. Burn it, purple fire. Come on now, youngster, right? Stay in this for a while. Suck a fingertip, shut up, nah, don't be shy. Got that sticky for a pretty smile. I'm cool, you purple fire. Ready for the purple light. Walk me through the purple light. Need you here to take me. You ready now, ready now? Let's unite in a beat. Yo, what's up? Let me be. One beautiful regret. I'm falling free. Ready for the purple light.
She has range,
Walk me through the
considering the
purple
last tune.
light. Need you here to take me. You ready now, ready now?
pleasant to listen to. I mean, I probably wouldn't listen to my playlist, but it has a nostalgia factor.
If I was to choose between the two, I would have chose the last one.
But yeah, it makes me think of the golden era of soccer for my generation, I think, before Pep ruined everything.
Who?
I'm kidding. We're on the last one. And this one is actually one of my favorites that from the soundtrack and one of the ones I added to my phone. So this is a track by Emicida, and it's Levanta e Anda, featuring Rael.
Era cômodo, incômodo, sujo como dragão de cômodo, úmido, eu, homem da casa aos 6 anos, mofo no canto, todo, TV em rodo, pronto pro lodo, tímido, porra, somos reis, mano, olha o som eletrodo, sério, topo, trombo, corvos num cemitério de sonhos, graças a leis, planos, troco de jogo, vendo, roubo, pus a cabeça, prêmio, ingênuo, colhi sorrisos e falei, vamos, é um novo tempo, momento pro novo, ao sabor do vento, eu me movo pelo solo, onde reinamos, fundo, pontos finais da
Wow.
I think this one's Portuguese.
I didn't even notice the lyrics. Just the bass line and then the synth stabs.
Então levanta e anda, vai, levanta e anda, vai, levanta e anda. Mas eu sei que vai, que o sonho te traz coisas que te faz. Vai, levanta e anda, vai, levanta e anda, vai, levanta e anda, vai, levanta e anda. Irmão, você não percebeu que você é o único representante do seu sonho na face da terra?
It's way advanced for 2015. Like the palette is old school, 60s, 70s, but the way it's arranged is really modern.
Yeah. It sounds super fresh.
Very fresh. I'm just trying not to say Mag Bay. I'm trying to think of something else I can compare it to.
Yeah.
But that part, the opening up and
eu querendo salvar o mundo. No fundo é tipo David Blaine. A mãe assume, o pai some de costume. No máximo é sobrenome. Sou terror dos clones. Esses boy conhecem Marx, nós conhece a fome. Então cerra os punhos, sorria e jamais volte pra sua quebrada de mão e mente vazia.
And this smooth vocal.
yeah. The delivery of the lines is really strong but gentle.
Yeah. It has like a satisfying delivery. I don't know.
It's not mad. He's just real.
Yeah.
I really like that one. That might be the top one for me.
I'm with you. That one's still my favorite.
Whew. I have Portuguese friends, and I need that. I need to show them that. They would love that.
That one, me and my older brother, he used to play it sometimes too, and he always loved that song too. The musicianship is just like crazy and so clean, and that song is so concise. Like it literally went into the next song because it's just so short.
Yeah.
That vocal in the chorus, they trade back and forth so well.
Yeah, that was just really well done.
The Magbay show is accurate. I mean, that's like
yeah,
it's in the same realm as that for sure.
I think I've done so many Magbay shouts. I'm kind of getting for a while I was using the word juxtapose too much, so I stopped that. And I'm like, and then I watch myself back. I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore because I did that too much. They're playing with us. They're playing with us. So I stopped doing that. But now I'm doing Magbay too much.
That's what I mean. You get so much variety with the soundtrack, even just as a playlist, it's like cool. Some I would leave, a lot I would take. I'd probably add maybe 3 or 4 out of that. Like there's some that are just they just serve that nostalgia factor.
Yeah. I understand now why you were so excited about this, because I was like, I'm here for it. I don't know. I'm here for it. And here we are, and it was good. When we got to the Cubist Wolves, life started getting good. I can't remember the name of the band. L.A.F?
L.A.F. Broods.
Yeah, that was good.
So, I mean, that's like our first installment of the FIFA soundtrack. We'll continue down this one, or if you guys want us to do a different FIFA game, I know I also really love the soundtrack from 13 and 14. There's some good ones on there. I feel like you would also know some of the stuff. I mean, this is fun, something different. But yeah, for all our footy fans, this one was for you.
Who's your favorite player right now?
I mean, since I'm a City fan, probably Holland.
I think my favorite's Pele. Is he still playing? He's not playing anymore.
He's dead.
Okay, that's why he's not playing. Liked his style though.
Actually, in the comments, let us know who your pick is for the World Cup. I would be interested to hear that, or any other thoughts related to the soundtrack, ideas, whatever. Full version of this is on our Patreon, along with other fun things, but this was fun. This was something different. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
Have a great week.
See ya.